Hi, Virgo. Welcome to my channel. I am Edgar Mendez. I'm so happy you're out here. Thank you for sharing time and space with me. Today's reading is going to be focused on what do you need to know most. And I have been doing this reading, this is my second day, and it's been really interesting topics, really things, beautiful things coming through. Know that the messages are they're quite honest. All right, so I just want to let you all know that. I just want to thank you for being here. Also, I do have services open, live stream meetings, and I don't know if I get guided. I get Akashic karma clearing for you, but whatever you feel guided to, only pick with your heart. Do book, that goes for anyone, right? Anyone else as well. I do mean like anyone else you want to book with. Follow your heart with that one, okay? So let's take a look here. If they see that's a problem for you at times, ooh, that's interesting. Let's see. Metatron, Kuan Yin, Saint Germain. Can I have protections? Thank you. Can you tell me what is this about for Virgo? I like to get the topic before we get the actual reading. It's just easier to pull that context sometimes. We have the Prince of Swords. This is going to be I want to say the Page of Swords, but we'll take a look. I'm not sure. We have the Five of Wands reverse. We have a Justice in its reverse. Interesting. I feel here you had some kind of dream or some kind of aspiration of yours that got stopped in its tracks. It does feel like it was a big ass deal. I gotta be real with you. I'm gonna be real honest with you. It was a big deal. It stopped. And it doesn't feel like it's been moving, or it feels like it's just something that happened a long time. I'm gonna get a clarifier on what this is. We have the Chariot, sorry, in reverse. Sorry, I'm not sure how long ago this happened, but the fact that I see this, you see the stars at the top, it's some kind of hope or dream that you had. A really good example for this, and I don't like saying this as an example, and I promise you there is a more hope here than you realize, but sometimes, at least for me, for my ancestral pattern, what I actually had hope, had fears about was never finding love, right? Or finding someone. It's kind of like that, like, oh, it's never gonna happen for me. It didn't happen for my mom, blah, 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 or it hasn't happened yet, right? That's how I saw it, okay? And it kind of feels like it could be something like that, whereas it's like something you just always thought was out of reach. Some of you, this could be financial abundance or financial success, right? Or it could be anything that you just had hopes for, like a career ambition, or like some kind of, like, I don't know, business of yours. Whatever it was, it stopped. It stopped moving. It stopped abruptly. What your message is and what this is about is it actually is open now. This path that you wanted to take, or this thing that you wanted before that you thought, oh, it's probably not going to happen, I might as well not try, or let me just stop trying here. Let me see why you quit. I want to clarify on that. This is important. We have Kundalini rising, ignite your passion for life. It's interesting. I feel like you quit because it wasn't, sorry. I feel like you quit because it wasn't really rising the way you wanted it to. It wasn't moving the way you wanted to. It's funny because this reminds me of what happened with my Kundalini rising. When I had it, it stopped at my third eye. It stopped. Now I was like, well, what the F? Like, why aren't you moving out? Like, move, get out of me, right? Because that thing needs to leave you. And it feels for me like you had that issue. it's like it's some kind of block here. But I want you to know now, Virgo, that it's open. And what's really important about this with the Justice in its reverse is that it's meant to be open, and you're meant to fulfill this. I know that we sometimes look at our cycles, our karmic cycles, and we don't really understand them, or we don't think they need to be closed. Know that they do. And I think that you have an unresolved issue from your past, unresolved dream from your past that you need to complete. It feels like it could be a business or love or something like that. Whatever it is, I know that it still cheers you up and makes you smile, because I felt that energy coming through like it will not believe. We have the Hierophant here. And I think that's very interesting for the Hierophant to come forward, right? It's about traditions, habits, customs, and belief systems. I feel you are at a place right now where you believe that you can do it. And it's about time you go back to this thing and do it, because it's open. I think it was too competitive. I think there was too many people going after the same thing. I think you may have felt like you couldn't compete and you stopped. But whatever your issue was, I think you're ready. And in fact, I think you've healed so much, the Three of Swords in reverse, that you truly can do this now. Let me get a clarifier on what this could be for some of you. Six of Pentacles. It's something that you gave a lot to and you got nothing in return. I think this could be love, or it could be a business. Whatever it is for you, it's something that you just gave your all, right? And you didn't get anything. I know how that hurts. And to go back to that and to try again, well, not many people do this. Not many people actually try this. And this is where it's at for you. This is what your message is about. Let's take a look here. So Metatron, Kuan Yin, Saint Germain, can you tell me, what does Virgo need to know most about this situation? I know that it's open. You need to remind yourself that this is everything for you. Yeah, I know it's a hard one for you. And again, I get this from the Hermit Tarot. That's where I pull the Ten of Pentacles message from. I don't usually draw tarot, but that's the message I always get. And this is everything for you. Whatever this is, it's everything. And it's not like, we can different parts of us feel different stuff are everything for us. So we are complex, multidimensional beings. So remember that. Know that it's not like, it's a slice of pie, sure. But there's parts of you that truly believe that this is everything. And you need to be more honorable to those parts of yourself. This is why it is your message, okay? We have the Ten of Wands reverse. Woo. You've let go of a lot. You are still holding on to some of this, though. Some of the pain of the situation that makes you a little bit exhausted. I'm going to tell you what this is telling me, because I pulled this card meditation out. I think you need to really meditate on this and start to, I don't know how to explain this, but I want to say it's a knot, and you need to unknot it, right? You need to really look like what's jamming me here, what's hurting me here. And this is going to be the key for you, because I see this being your issue. It's not so much the dream itself, it's what's stopping you from that. We have the Queen of Pentacles. This is you showing up in your full power. Oops. It came out with the Sun. Whew, the Queen of Pentacles is a very grounded energy, but this is very interesting. The Queen of Pentacles I always see as home, and the fact that we have the Sun here, it's a big deal for you. This thing. I want to know. Some of you, I swear it's love, but it's hard to say. I really want to pull it, but I think it's going to be a little bit different for all of you. All right. We also have the Nine of Pentacles reversed. I think that's very interesting. There's self-worth issues here tied to this. The fact that you didn't get it makes you feel like a failure, or makes you feel like you were less than someone that should get it. In the past, you probably weren't ready. It probably wouldn't even worked out. In fact, it's probably almost certainly the case, actually, right? It can now. And what are you going to do with that fact? What are you going to do with that information? What are you going to do with that inner knowing where it's like, you know what? I think I can have it now. Are you going to go after it? I don't know, right? It doesn't feel like you are. It's why your message is your message. But the message here is it's possible. And then we have the Two of Cups. Yeah. I swear it feels like it's love, but I don't think that's the case, because this is abundance as well. It's something like that. It's a combination of the two or just one. We have the Five of Pentacles, and it's reversed. The worst is over. I want to say it's about halfway over, but you got to figure that one out yourself. In the Wheel of Fortune, in the past, the timing wasn't right, and you know that. And it's nothing to do with divine timing. That's not what divine timing means. But it's something about it wasn't going to happen. It was never. You focus a lot on it, and it feels like it blew up in your face, or it caused a great deal of pain and heartache, right? And you don't want to try that again. I give you this message. Sorry, it's coming from Kuan Yin. Is to be brave. Or sorry, I don't think it was that one. It was close to that. Sorry, I'm trying to trying to channel it, but it's to be brave in these moments, and you will face it, right? Let me see if the outcome. I actually do want to pull an outcome for you really quickly. Alrighty, we have the Two of Swords reversed, and then we have the Page of Pentacles. Is you seeing the truth? That there is way more hope here than you realize. But this is reminding me of the fact that there's the card before this is that Tower, right? The Tower already happened. You just didn't have your rebirth yet. And that's where you're at. This is why it is your message. This is a rebirth type situation. We have death in its reverse. It's like it's like you stalled it for some reason. I think you stalled it because you didn't believe you can have it. Sorry, it hurts to say that one too. Not that much. I think you're okay. Actually, you do feel fine to me. Let's see. So what else? What else does Virgo need to know most? We'll take a look here. Yeah. You've been waiting. Yep. You've been re-energizing yourself. I think you didn't recognize the lessons you gained from this experience. You also didn't recognize the importance of going through that experience. We learn from our mistakes, not our failures. And we have recognition here as well. And dreaming. Yeah. You feel like you were not you feel like you weren't valued. No, sorry. You feel like you weren't rewarded for the work you put in. I actually see it as you were, because I see you gaining so much from this experience, and it took you down a path you would have never gone down, and that's important as well. But again, this is a dream that you've let go of a long time ago, because it didn't happen, and now you're trying to figure out, should I just grab onto it one more time? Should I try one more time? Should I give this a go one more time? You do it as many times as you need to get that, basically. But that's where you're at. Yeah, sorry. It's funny because it's the truth. I feel like when you feel that inspiration, when you feel that momentum, that energy to just go after it, you need to do it because that is important. I do feel timing is critical here because I did bring up, and I don't normally say those words, divine timing. And I'm not saying that is at play here per se, but it's important that timing is crucial here. I think the window is open. And I think it's time for you to walk through that window. All right. Let's take a look here and see what they want to give you for other advice and other guidance. It's actually not that card. Interesting. Sorry, I'm gonna use these tarot. Let's see. Is there any last thing that you want to give for Virgo? Please. Sorry. I hope you can hear me, everyone. I hope you can hear me. Any last thing you want to give for Virgo? We have death. Oof. It's very interesting that they gave me off that energy. You are scared as fuck to do it. I can feel it. It will happen though. I want you to make this clear, and this is not like caution or a warning here. It's going to happen no matter what. This is happening. It's easier to ride that wave than to resist, and that's where you're at right now. We have the Seven of Cups here. You still fantasize about it. It's something that you've never been able to completely let go of, and that's why you know it means something to yourself. May not be to the parts you're honoring. It could be other aspects of yourself, but it means something to those parts. And to truly love ourselves is to give love and to honor all of ourselves. And you got it somewhat, right? You just haven't got it, right? We have the Knight of Cups reversed. Yeah, there is healing, but this is all about disillusionment. Disillusionment here with the Knight of Cups in reverse. You don't want to feel that pain of disappointment again, of loss again, and that's what stops you. And it's okay, right? But it's a block now, and you have to ask yourself, it's going to happen, no matter if or when, but you can do it now or later. It's interesting. I keep seeing these two beings here, and it's reminding me, it's not the Two of Cups here. It's like there's someone tied to this in some way. I gotta be real with you. They're the High Priestess. I'll just leave it like that. It doesn't, we have Justice as well. Justice is one of the most important cards I think we got for your message. And I'm gonna be real with you with that Justice in its reverse. I'm gonna be real because it's like it's not resolved. It's like it needs to be though, right? This will be karma in the future. Or you have the Eight of Cups as well. Makes sense. All right. With the Eight of Cups here, I just want you to know. Eight of Cups is about journeying, self-discovery, right? I think you haven't discovered enough for you yet to really recognize how important this is for you. And that's why I say meditation and deep diving into the self is key. And really asking yourself, what does all of me want? Or what do these parts I may be ignoring want? Because if they have a voice, you're going to feel heard, by the way. I don't know what feelings you have. I think you're just feelings of loss, disappointment, and unseen. That's an interesting one. Is unseen. Seems to be what you're working with. All right, let's see the guidance. And we have Kuan Yin who steps forward for the guidance. He wants this deck actually, and we're going to use this Oracle deck. I'm supposed to change these decks out. Anyway, it's all right. Let's see. Let's take a look here. We have open intuition. Kuan Yin reminds me that water is very important for you, but it's more important. It's really important for you to connect to that water, that flow. That's where your intuition is. It's the key. I'm not saying that you are ignoring your intuition. I don't think you put as much of a priority, or you sometimes we tend to make choices from a very specific place. Your intuition is actually key to this one here, this one, right? It's the message coming from Kuan Yin is water is important. Water it's actually very grounding for us, but it's not the whole thing. I think it can help activate your intuition as well. Let's see, we have spirit messages. Yeah. Observe limitations. Yeah, it's what you have. It's interesting. I think you may have a block to your intuition, but it's not what I'm getting. King of Swords. No, your mind is blocking your intuition and is keeping you from receiving from spirit. And it feels like it's I don't mean to say it like this, but I can be real with you. I think you have limitations for some things and not other things. You have blocks to receiving from some things and not other things. You need to be more open to that, because that's important that you recognize there are parts of you that are not in alignment. All right. I gotta be real. I'm sorry. I gotta say it. And then we have Guardian. We have guard your energy, and we have emotional challenges. Resolve the issue, and we know what the issue is, right? So you felt like a failure, you felt it didn't happen, or you don't want it. You don't want to face that failure again. And the message coming from Kuan Yin is to be brave, face this, follow your intuition, receive messages and guidance, and walk that path now. the window's open, the opportunity is there. Are you going to seize it? And it's c'est la vie, isn't it? I don't really know. Anyway, we have astral travel, and this is all about caution needed. I think there is some caution needed in a way, but not like it's going to fail. I feel like you just need to be careful that you're not subjecting yourself to unnecessary disappointments. Or let's say this is in reference to love. I'll give you an example. And you go and choose the random person that you're not in alignment with. Don't do it, right? Would you put yourself through that, right? Let's say it's a job and you're like going after the same job, but you know job's not for you. Why do you keep going there, right? So there is caution needed there, right? I think there is another area, another path you could take, okay? I'm gonna leave it there. I want to thank you, Virgo. Don't forget to like and comment. Check out my services. They're also reminding you again for the Akashic Karma clearing as actually being very much needed for you right now. And I'm not doing that. But yes, you may want to travel, practice astral travel. I will always go with Archangel Michael's 2 dragons. Go with the blue one. That's the key. The blue one, the blue dragon will be the one you go with. That dragon will keep you safe and protect you and take you to the places you need to go. All right. You will do in meditation as well. All right. I love you. Bye. Mwah.